What's going on out there, everybody? I'm just watching the Breakfast Club, Lyor Cohen interview, and just watching it and dissecting it and seeing what I take from it. I always thought that he was a, you know, scumbag type of guy, con artist, conniving, arrogant prick, and I always said, why do people criticize Dame Dash and say that he's arrogant, but let Lyor Cohen run around? You know, I'm surprised he's not. He may be the next one to get accused of being, sexual assault. He just looks like the type. And while I'm watching the Breakfast Club interview, Charlemagne, thumbs down for your interview. Angela Yee, thumbs down, and DJ Envy, thumbs down. Now, this is a radio station, 105.1, The Breakfast Club, who pride themselves off of asking anyone any question, any question that comes to their mind, they ask them. They ask them. They had the softest questions for this dude that I have ever heard them interview. Charlemagne the God was more disrespectful with Sister Soldier than he was Lyor Cohen. And the thing is, people got to stay, when you are who you are and people follow a wave, and I say that in reference to Dame Dash. Everybody was dumping down in Dame Dash. Oh, he's arrogant. That's good. Why Jay left him, and he's broke. He messed Rockefeller up. He should have saved money. He's this. He's too loud. He talks too much. He got to know how to deal with people. He was too this, that, and the other, right? Well, nowadays, Dame Dash is getting more fans than usual because he stood on his principle. Harvey Weinstein said Dame Dash slapped him because he was being disrespectful to women. Now Harvey Weinstein gets a sexual allegation and makes Dame Dash actually look good because he was right. Lyor Cohen does the Breakfast Club, and and explains what type of culture vulture he truly is, culture pedophile, and people now look at Dame like, yo, Dame was right. See, sometimes real dudes, man, they just stand on their principle, man. But you people, this is what bothers me. You people follow a wave. Y'all follow a wave any and any way. So if a dude, and a lot of times, this dude is right. He's right in what he's saying. He's accurate in what he's saying. But because the wave is not going in his direction, you guys will sell him out. This generation and the generation a little before me, you got to sell him out because he's not in line with the wave, even though he's right. Well, Dame Dash a few years ago wasn't in line with the wave, so everybody was riding Jay. Now people looking at Jay side-eyed, people looking at Chuck D side-eyed, So now, it's a wave. The real nigga's back. So, Lyor Cohen is doing an interview and they're giving him little kindergarten questions. And, it was just, man, just whack. Now, I hope to hear from Professor Griff on the Breakfast Club, Chuck D on the Breakfast Club, DMX on the Breakfast Club, Jay-Z on the Breakfast Club, and talk about what happened with Rock, and then bring Dame back on the Breakfast Club. It's just, it's to the point where, it feels good to have a person stand on principle, and it ends up coming out that they were accurate in their assessment. Nobody wanted to rock with Nobody wanted to rock with Dame because they thought Dame didn't have no bread. So now your morals go towards whoever got the most money. That's the real one, or that's the one who we're gonna rock with. So it's it was a crazy interview. I already knew he was an arrogant prick. Lyor Cohen. I already knew he was a scum dirtbag. I already knew that, for him to say, I don't even know Dame, he's a piece of mud. And you get to see him for who he really is, raw and uncut. And the beauty of the interview, The reason why it was an amazing interview, not for them sellout suckers at 105.1, but they let him dominate the interview, and you really got to see who he really is and what he really is capable of doing. So in a sense, they played the scary role, the sellout, passive, submissive interviewers. They played the submissive role, but it backfired because now you get to really see who this devil really is, and he couldn't hide. The more you talk, the more it starts coming out. It just start coming out, and how he's arrogant, just the way he is, man. So it's a good interview because it gets you an opportunity to see who he really is and what the record label and the record industry is truly about. So study this guy. Look into what he's truly saying. Look into his demeanor. 85% of communication is nonverbal. So just when the few questions they do ask him, look at how he responds to them. It's sad, man. You guys ran Baby up out of there. You guys, why you ain't talk to him like you talk to Beanie Siegel? Why you ain't talk to him like you talk to Monique? Why you ain't talk to him like you talk to Dame Dash? Why you ain't talk to him like you talk to Tekashi 6ix9ine? What was that level of arrogance from Charlemagne? But all these artists come up there, y'all try to nail him to the cross. Or you even ask Umar Johnson more difficult questions. You ask, I don't understand it. I don't understand why he got this pass, especially when there's a lot of artists saying they have an issue with him dealing with the 360 deal. The 360 deal, where you get every piece of money that an artist makes. So the artist, show money, merchandise money, you get everything. The record label money. There's artists that'll sign a deal, right? And listen, this is how crazy the industry is. You have artists that sign record deals, right? The record label has no they have no intentions on putting them out at all. So the artist say, man, I've been sitting here for 3-4 years, man. You know what? I'm going to go in my house, make an album, and put it out myself. If an artist does that, do you know the record label will charge them studio time for an album that they made with their own equipment in their own home? They will charge them like, $150, $200 an hour, whatever it takes. The artist owns you. And a lot of people are fighting to get out of their deals. And what that does is us as people is it takes away from great music. Now, a lot of artists who put amazing music out never fell off. Give an artist an opportunity to, fall off, get old school, get played out. No, the record label decides who's going to be out and who's not. So we don't know who's the best artist. We don't know Jay's the best rapper because of the record labels in the record industry. We don't know that if Beyonce is the best singer because of the record label in the record industry. All of them play them industry tricks, man. And you could tell them. I'm talking about Nas, all of them, man. All of them start tap dancing to a certain tune. And you can see it now. Now it's more evident. Back in the day, a lot of us thought that the buck stopped with the rapper. Like the rapper called a lot of the shots, and the DJs and the artists called a lot of shots, like Run DMC, LL, all that. We thought, Jay-Z, and not all of these. We thought that they had powerful influence. Now that the book is starting to open up, we see that they're nothing but puppets. And what happens is you start to lose respect for them. You start to lose. Jay is losing a lot of respect in my eyes. Already, now that it's evident the type of dude that he is and the type of stunt that he pulled on Dame Dash, now it's becoming more and more evident. Chuck D has lost a lot of respect in my eyes because of what he did to Professor Griff. So watch the interview, man, and don't just watch the interview. Start, researching what's going on with these artists, man. and these record executives, man. And if you have any ambition on getting into the music industry, do it solely independent. You know what I mean? Even this with YouTube, you know, now Lyor Cohen I guess he's an executive or something at YouTube. You know, and YouTube is now shutting people down like Facebook do. You say the wrong thing, they're shutting. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you can hide all you want. You know, you could hide in the sheep's clothing all you want. You're a wolf. You look behind, you're gonna see the zipper. You're gonna see the zipper in the sheep. You know, and there's a wolf under there. So we gotta watch these devils, man, and make sure that if you're gonna get into that lane, man, be fully prepared. You know, just be fully prepared. And this interview, the Breakfast Club with Lyor Cohen I think it's a guide to study these record execs. I think you should study that interview and look deep into the mannerisms, look deep into the wordplay, look deep into how he answers questions and how he, you know, he just speaks, you know, and things of that nature. Look deep into that. And, you know, keep your guard up. It's Tormel, Fight the Power, Pittman. Make sure you know, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you guys soon.